MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Colton Wong will stand in, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
A ball and a strike now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Calhoun. He's there and records the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's got a 12-game hit streak right now. That's 12 games. Talk about impressive. I love watching how he goes to the plate, and it looks like he's in attack mode constantly right now.
Paul DeYoung comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Ray is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty B. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
1 out, nobody on. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery.
Ball. You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average sits at .303 entering play, with 43 home runs and 95 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Cole.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting center, the second baseman, Cattell.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's just 1 for 6. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back the right fielder. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Now at the plate, Starling Marte. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. So stepping in, Christian Walker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Now here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
So digging in now, David Peralta. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Row, this guy's really turned it on last 10 games, hitting well above 300 in that stretch, so he's doing all he can do right now.
Yeah, he's on fire, Dan. Everything is lining up for him to make a late surge at this bat.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder. At the track, the wall, gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher, David Peralta. 19th home run for him on the season as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The 1-0. Is a sinker that gets a swinging strike.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in the zone with a nice executed pitch.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 3 runs already home here. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now pitch on the way. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. D-backs out in front, 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And that fastball's taken but catches the outer 3rd. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the 1st out of the inning.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. Fouled away. O'Neill is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The next 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Into the box, Tommy Edman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here's the pitch. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
No strike.
A ball and a strike. A 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Striding into the box, Eduardo Escobar. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
1 strike.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball. 20-12. 1-2 to count.
Still 1-2. Fouled off. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
At the plate now, Carson Kelly. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Kelly, a 25-year-old, he was taken in the 2nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.